Welcome to The Late Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Listen, who watched the Oscars last night? Anybody? I absolutely wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I went to a school play instead. That's the kind of Hollywood juice I have. I can get you tickets to a high school play. My buddy Jimmy Kimmel hosted. I hear he did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
So, theoretical congratulations, Jimmy. So many friends of this show won last night. Jordan Peele, Guillermo del Toro, Sam Rockwell, Allison Janney. Now, I personally was a little disappointed that Greta Gerwig didn't win for Lady Bird, and that of the 24 awards, women only won 6. I mean, what happened? Did the women blow all their lady points on the first female Colonel Sanders this year? I mean, it's a milestone, but still. This was also the very first Oscars without Harvey Weinstein, so everyone could just, just breathe a little easier. I mean, without Weinstein, the biggest threat there was getting nailed by Armie Hammer's hot dog cannon, which I think is also the plot of Call Me By Your Name.
Oh, my goodness.
I haven't seen it. I hear it's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
No, I think that's what it's about.
Typically,
there's one cause that dominates the activism on the red carpet, but last night there were several. Jane Fonda wore a Time's Up pin. Lin-Manuel Miranda wore an orange flag pin representing Everytown for gun safety. Whoopi Goldberg wore a red ribbon for AIDS awareness. And on a happier note, Daniel Day-Lewis wore a pin that said, "Ask me about our specials." Yeah. He's retiring from acting to work full-time at Red Robin. So anyway, that's the Oscars. Now, I know you all came here tonight to hear me talk about trade tariffs. Okay? We all know that The Phantom Menace is the best Star Wars. But we're not talking about trade tariffs tonight. That's not where we're going. Because right before we taped this show, the entire news cycle jumped on the bus to Crazy Town. At the wheel, former Trump campaign aide and guy telling the stripper how much he loves his kids, Sam Nunberg. Here's what happened. Robert Mueller issued a subpoena to Nunberg to get him to testify about the Russia investigation. And not only did Nunberg say he won't show up, he said he was planning to go on Bloomberg TV and tear up the subpoena. No. Smart thinking. Do it on Bloomberg. No witnesses. Just,
will know.
It's the perfect crime. But Nunberg isn't afraid of spilling on TV. This afternoon, he took to MSNBC's Katie Tur to complain about the subpoena.
Why should I hand them over every email I've had with Steve Bannon and Roger Stone since November? And you know what? Since November of 2015, I'm not going to produce them every email I had with Steve Bannon and Roger Stone from November 1 of 2015.
Whoa, what happened on November 1? That is weirdly specific. Officer, I'm a busy man. I don't have time to walk you out to the 3rd storage drain north of my barn. I definitely did not dump a body in there between the hours of 4 and 6 last night. I'm not coming in. I'm not. And Nunberg had some issues with Mueller's line of questioning.
You know what they asked, which was ridiculous to me? They asked things like, did you hear people speaking Russian in the Trump office?
To which I said, absolutely niet. No. Nunberg seemed to acknowledge how far he was flying off the handle here.
If I can tell you, once again, Katie, Donald Trump being involved in conservative politics was not good for his business. By the way, I think my lawyer's going to dump me right now.
Sam, I think your dentist is going to dump you right now. Nunberg had some damning information, maybe.
I want to hear directly from you. Do you think that they have something on the president?
I think they may. I think that he may have done something during the election, but I don't know that for
Why
sure.
do you...
Yes! Finally! The smoking gun. Maybe, possibly, not for sure. Who's to say? What is a gun anyway? I'm not coming in! But that was just the beginning. Nunberg took over cable news like a car chase. He was on MSNBC at 2:45, CNN at 3:30, and CNN again at 4 o'clock. I believe at 5 he called into HGTV to incriminate himself on Flip or Flop. I'm pretty sure after Mueller gets through with him, it's going to be Flip. Now on... Is that the full clip? Is that the full Katie Tur clip? Now, on the CNN, he revealed who is to blame for this whole Russia investigation.
Donald Trump caused this because he's an idiot, because he decided to give an interview to Lester Holt the day after he fired James Comey, and then he decided to have the Russians in the Oval Office. You have to explain that one to me, because I'll never understand it.
Oh, I can explain it. He was colluding with the Russians. And he said it out loud because Donald Trump is an idiot. But Nunberg didn't make himself look all bad. He made sure to distance himself from disgraced former Trump campaign aide Carter Page.
They asked me about communications with Carter Page. Do you think I would communicate with Carter Page? Carter Page is a scumbag.
As opposed to communicating with Don Jr., who's a much classier scum briefcase. And he has made it clear, unequivocally, he is willing to sacrifice for his cause.
Are you're actually willing to go to jail for this? Sam?
I'm not cooperating. Arrest me.
You know Mueller can arrest you, right? That's like saying, eat me to Hannibal Lecter. Doesn't work out well. Doesn't have a happy ending for you. He's just gonna marinate you. Also on the CNN, Nunberg dropped a huge bombshell about that infamous Trump Tower Don Jr. Russian lawyer meeting.
Do you think that President Trump says he knew nothing about the meeting? Do you think that that's true?
No. You know it's not true. He talked about it a week before. And I don't know why he did this. All he had to say was, yeah, we met with the Russians. The Russians offered us something, and we thought they had something, and that was it. I don't know why he went around trying to hide it.
Oh, I know that one too. Unlike you, some people try not to get arrested. And you got to give that one to Trump. He knows jail. And again, all of this just happened minutes ago. And Nunberg also took a moment to throw some shade on former Trump campaign manager Corey Lewandowski, who allegedly had an affair with Hope Hicks.
I despise Corey. Why would I communicate with him? Hope Hicks, who was having an affair with Corey, and I would communicate? I should give them every email from November 1 of 2015?
Yes. You have to give him your emails. Or just give Mueller your password and ask if you can go to one of the nice jails that has tennis. And Nunberg, is Sam Nunberg? Sam Nunberg is certain that Trump won the election without the Russians, and he's not biased. He told the Washington Post, Donald Trump won this election on his own. He campaigned his ass off, and there is nobody who hates him more than me. I don't know about that. Have you met Melania? Now, this guy is like a Snickers bar. The peanuts just keep coming. Nunberg kept insisting it wasn't fair. None of this was fair to make him come in. It's not fair. And Jake Tapper had some good advice for him.
Yeah, I talk to Steve Bannon and Roger Stone 8 times a day. Do you know what I mean? Why do I have to go over it? Why do I have to send them every email?
Sometimes life and special prosecutors are not fair, I guess. I would cooperate were it me, but, you know, I'm a different breed of cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, baby doll. Jake Tapper's a different breed of cat. I mean, you got to get hip to his vibe, you know? He is way gone, Daddy-O. He is straight from the fridge. You know? CNN, the most trusted name in jazz. He's gonna make jazz great again. It's time to make jazz great again, John. I think all of our feelings about Nunberg's call-ins this afternoon were best summed up by this face. Are you happy, Nunberg? You broke Jake Tapper. I keep telling Jake, if you keep reporting on the Trump campaign, your face is going to stick that way. We got a great show for you tonight, everybody. David Oyelowo is here, and so is Chelsea Clinton. But when we return, Nunes versus Late Night. Round one, ding, ding.